Happy you could be here. We are joined, as always, by Greg Engert, beer director for the Neighborhood Restaurant Group, a James Beard Award nominee. The group includes Churchkey, downstairs, Birch and Barley. You've also got a new spot, fairly new, Hazel, over by the 930 Club. And maybe the next new one, the Sovereign in Georgetown. Great place to try some amazing Belgian beers. Greg, it is always good to see you.
You too, bud.
What is on tap in the can this week?
Well, exactly. It is in a can for the first time ever. It's a beer called Foxy Red IPA from one of our local heroes, Union Craft Brewing Company out in Baltimore. They're in the Jones Falls River District, Woodbury neighborhood of Baltimore. And, we love these guys. They make fantastic beers. Foxy Red, they started brewing this the year that they opened, 2012, but it's the first time they put it in cans for the fall season. And it's a wonderful beer. So IPA, yes, but you'll see it's a American Red Ale, Red IPA, lots of malt character here.
Beautiful.
And so kind of a throwback style, back to the old British bitters and British IPAs that show a lot of malt character. But not at the expense of the hops, which are still there.
Yeah, that's
for sure.
Nice.
So they're using Maris Otter, some crystal malt, even a little bit of chocolate malt to give you that great color. And there's a hint of cocoa in there, some toast, some caramel, and then some really cool kind of green aromatic hops, Columbus. Then you got Cascade, some Centennial, and Mosaic as well. So really, really cool beer.
I'm going to date myself, but back in the day when I was much younger, we used to drink something and we thought we were living pretty large when we drank Killian's Red. Who made that? Was that one of the...
I think Miller probably at some point. One of those guys.
After just, sort of growing up drinking the yellow fizzy beer, the Killian's Red was much different. I think the last time I had it, it was awful, and that was a long time ago. This is really, and I'm not a big red ale fan, but this is really interesting. I like that a lot.
It's great, and it is really quintessentially autumnal. I mean, you see the leaves on this beautiful can. It's a beer that, it's giving you hop character, obviously. It's big and hoppy, but it's got that rich, warming malt body that seems great as the weather's turning and as the leaves are turning.
Yeah, and before the guys at Union cringe, I'm not comparing the two at all. I'm just saying.
Similar color?
It sparked a memory.
Yeah, no, totally. Yeah, because you could say the same thing about like Yingling back in the day. You drank that instead of the fizzy yellow stuff because it was something there. But a really cool beer. These guys, I mean, they just make great stuff. It's local, so it's fresh and seasonally fresh, of course. Adam, Kevin, and John do outstanding work up there in Baltimore.
And they've been into cans for a long time or all along. I love the label on their Old Pro.
The Goza, that's fantastic.
They got some great artwork, and when you get older, packing in the cans and packing them out is much better. and as we've talked many times, it's better for keeping the light out.
Oh yeah,
and,
this is like
the air out.
Super fresh. Fantastic stuff.
Boy, the possibilities must be vast. What would you pair this with?
Well, so that's it, exactly. I mean, this to me is like the best beer for grilled anything, because that toasted slight caramelization picks up on the sear, whether it's sear of a steak, shrimp, grilled asparagus, you name it, and then you've got all that bitterness on the back end to dig into fat and richness the whole time. I mean, it's like it's doing both. Because a lot of times we talk about IPAs and hoppy stuff being so great with fatty, rich meats and cheeses, and they're great for kind of cutting, but they lack that malt character to complement some of the flavors of that juicy meat itself. This is really giving you the best of both worlds. It's fantastic.
Popped into my head grilled cheese with tomato or bacon.
Oh my God, it'd be awesome. Fantastic.
That would be great.
Great. Wonderful stuff.
All right, well, Union does it again, Greg. Thank you as always.
Thank you.
Everyone, please always do drink responsibly, and be sure to bring your thirst next time for another Beer of the Week.